as well. Pistol formation snap. They give it to Elliott. He runs up the middle. He has room. Elliott down the middle of the field. Angles to the left. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Montana State.
All right, Elijah Elliott from Portland, Oregon. Junior right now at Montana State, play running back.
Elliott running across the tackle. He breaks the tackle. He's got a first down. Down the right sideline. Elliott out to the pylon. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, MSU.
I grew up in Portland, Oregon with my mother and father and my brother and my little sister. That was our household. And just a really close family. Did everything together. I would say me and my brother, we were really competitive with each other when we played basketball. I always wanted to beat him. I could never though, or anything. I couldn't beat him at anything, but I always just tried to beat him in everything that he did. So it was really competitive and loving and like had each other's back. That's how our mom wanted it to be. Yeah, I remember like Steve Pine, my high school football coach, he would always like let me travel with the team. So I would just sit in the bus. I remember seeing like Cam Scarlett and Lamar Winston, all those guys. And I just remember like just watching my brother pregame. So I was out there helping him, throwing the ball with him and stuff pregame, and in his locker room handing him stuff like that. So I just remember just watching how focused he was. He was just always focused and just ready to go.
Strickland cuts it inside, goes in for 6.
My brother went to Casper, Wyoming, JUCO, and then he was there for 2 years, and then got a scholarship to Portland State, and then came back home, and then it was there for the other 2 years.
Strickland with a long break. It's good.
I think at JUCO at Casper, his jersey is actually retired right now, and I think he broke a lot of records over there too. So he went over there and balled out. And then in Portland State, he made a big impact. Just the first time he got there, everybody loved him. Everybody could see what he could do on the court, but also off the court too. Just the impacts that he made, talking to people every day, treating everybody like they matter. He made a lot of big impacts on a lot of people over there. So.
The PSU community is mourning the loss of one of their own.
It was August 2nd. And I was actually at Miles Jackson's house and just chilling. And then my auntie called me, and everybody just kept calling me and they kept asking me where I was at. Like, I could tell something was wrong. And then my cousin, he reached out to me and told me that Tay passed away. And it crushed me. Yeah.
Guys, for so much of the evening, this was such an emotional scene. Family and friends pouring in here.
All I remember is just hearing that he passed away. And I remember Miles and my boy, Tay, my other boy, Tavier, my friend. And then they all gave me a hug, and I was crying. And it was a rough day. It just didn't feel real at all. The next day I woke up, I just felt like I was dreaming, like it was a bad dream. But it was a terrible thing. It really destroyed the community that day. It broke the community's heart. So
the happiest person you'll ever meet, his smile just lit up any room he walked into.
After he passed, I was just kind of like I'm done with football. I don't really want to play football anymore. Like, the love is lost. And I remember Steve Pine, my head football coach in high school. I remember he coming to Miles' house and I was laying down. He was just like, you don't got to come to practice if you don't want to. Like, take as much time you want. And I just was like, yeah, coach, like, I don't know. I might be done with football. And he was just like, well, whatever you do, like, we're going to support you. I'm here for you. And I remember just going to bed that night. I never really told anybody this, but I had a dream about him actually that night. And he was just like, don't quit, keep fighting. And it was just like, okay. It's like, okay, I keep fighting. So I quit for a little bit, and then I decided to come back. All year, I just dedicated that my senior year for my brother. And yeah, we ended up winning the state.
Stop now, lunging forward. Elliott says touchdown, Central Catholic.
That feeling, it's probably one of the best feelings ever. because it was just like, I told him I was going to do this for him. Like, I remember, like kissing him on his forehead when he was in his casket, and I remember telling him, like, I'm gonna stay for you. I remember doing that, and, just to actually do that. It was.
Elliott the other way, going to turn the corner. He could get there. He still gets in. Touchdown Rams.
The right guy right there to seal the deal, Elijah Elliott.
The Rams, though, are ready to celebrate. That's it. Game over. Central Catholic state champions.
I had Nevada, I had Utah State, I had some other Big Sky schools, and they wanted me to all come on the officials like around August that time. But, Tate passed away on August 2nd. So I just ended up not going. And I remember like everybody kind of closing the door on me, but Choate was the only coach that was kind of like, nah, like we might still have some room for you. Like it might not be too late. You might just have the gray shirt and then come in. But like we're doing everything we can do. And I just remember just like praying like it worked. And, Choate, he made it work. I took my official in December, and I just remember, walking around and seeing the campus and stuff. It was snow and stuff. It was cold, but I just remember being in the stadium, and they were just all talking about like how crazy the fans were, the support system. It felt like home because the guys that were on the official with me, like JT was there, and Manaya was there, and a lot of these guys were here. Tommy was there, and it just already felt like these guys were my brothers. So it was easy to make the decision. And Miles was already here too, and I grew up with Miles. He committed, so it was just like something just told me like this is the right decision. I'm just really thankful that I'm here, because I always think about like, what if I didn't come here? My life would be just so different. And all the people I met, all the connections I met, I'm really thankful, and it means a lot. It means the world to me. I truly believe like my life would be completely different if I didn't make that decision.
All the way to the end zone, Elijah Elliott.
So the fans here are just great. I mean, they truly love us. It just makes me happy, like signing autographs and dapping people, dapping kids up, and how happy they are. It kind of makes me just think about how I was seeing my brother, like, and it's just cool that I'm like that to somebody else now. I think like my purpose is just to touch people. A lot of people go through a lot of different things. A lot of people lose people, like how I lost people. And I think like my purpose is to lift people up and give people hope, and I just kind of live by that. So like when I'm feeling like I can't, I think about all those people that's looking up to me, wishing that I do great, that's hoping I do great, and it just motivates me to just keep pushing through. Whatever life gives me, I'm gonna just keep fighting, because that's what Tay taught me, just to keep fighting and never give up.